What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is an absolute beast, and it never stops churning out the unbelievable. We're diving headfirst into the hottest stories shaping the landscape right now, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming your way. We've got a packed show, so let's get right to it. First up, we're going deep into the mind of a gridiron legend who's dropped a bombshell claim that's got everyone talking. This Hall of Famer, known for his incredible defensive prowess, is making waves by comparing himself to the very best, even throwing shade at one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. What's behind this bold statement, and what does it reveal about the respect and rivalry that defined an era? You'll want to hear this. Next, we're shifting gears to the electrifying world of team management and player acquisitions. A major franchise is undergoing a significant shakeup, and the arrival of a new key player seems to be signaling a major shift in power. What does this mean for the team's future, and how does this move potentially impact the influence of one of the sport's most iconic figures? And finally, we're tracking a massive league decision that directly impacts a broadcast icon. After a period of restrictions, a significant ban has been lifted, allowing this celebrated analyst unprecedented access. What does this change mean for the quality of coverage and the future of sports broadcasting? Stick around for all the details, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the conversation. Football icon's bold declaration. Did you ever imagine a defensive titan would be hailed as a goat herder by an NFL coaching legend? This is the stunning claim coming from a Hall of Fame safety who played alongside and against the absolute best in the game. He's not just making headlines, he's dropping truth bombs that redefine legacies. We're talking about a player whose name is synonymous with defensive dominance, a player that even the greatest quarterbacks feared. And now, he's revealing insights into the deep respect and strategic battles he shared with coaching royalty and quarterback royalty alike. He recounts how a legendary coach, known for his meticulous preparation and winning mindset, would specifically prepare his star quarterback by writing the safety's jersey number on his wrist call sheet before every game. This wasn't a casual mention. It was a directive, a signal of the immense respect and caution that the quarterback was expected to exercise when facing this defensive mastermind. The safety himself interprets this as the ultimate honor, questioning how many other players received such a personal acknowledgement from one of the most revered figures in football history. He emphasizes that this gesture wasn't born out of fear, but mutual respect and a shared drive for excellence. The safety also shared his own admiration for the legendary coach and quarterback, acknowledging how studying them pushed him to elevate his own game. He fondly recalls how these matchups brought out the absolute best in him, turning every encounter into a high-stakes chess match. Beyond the personal accolades and rivalries, he opens up about a specific regret from his illustrious career. The one quarterback he never managed to intercept, despite multiple opportunities. He vividly remembers a particular game where he had 5 potential interceptions fall through his grasp, all thrown by the same legendary gunslinger. This lingering, what-if moment fuels his reflections on the fine margins that define careers. Looking ahead, this defensive genius is being eyed for coaching roles, with his unparalleled understanding of the game making him a prime candidate to mentor the next generation of talent. The landscape of coaching is evolving, with teams actively seeking out experienced NFL legends to bring their winning pedigillas and deep football IQ to collegiate and professional programs. His potential move into coaching could see him joining forces with other Hall of Famers already making an impact, creating formidable coaching staffs. This story delves into the mindset of a true competitor, the respect that fuels greatness, and the lasting impact one player can have on the sport. It's a testament to the enduring legacy of those who define eras and the fascinating narratives that continue to unfold long after their playing days are over. Hold onto your hats, because the story is just getting started. Next, we're diving into the high-stakes world of NFL team ownership and player personnel decisions. Raiders' new era, Pickett's arrival and Brady's shifting influence. Is the era of Tom Brady's direct influence in the Las Vegas Raiders' decision-making starting to wane? Recent moves within the franchise suggest a potential shift, with the acquisition of quarterback Kenny Pickett from the Cleveland Browns marking a significant development. This move comes as the Raiders aim to establish themselves as serious contenders in the highly competitive AFC West division, a division that saw 3 of its 4 teams secure playoff berths in the previous season, leaving the Raiders as the sole outlier. The team has also brought in Super Bowl-winning head coach Pete Carroll, a move widely seen as Brady's endorsement, aimed at bringing immediate winning pedigree to the organization. Carroll's history with Geno Smith, whom he trusts implicitly and has seen steady improvement from, indicates Smith will be the clear starting quarterback. However, with backup Aidan O'Connell sidelined due to injury, the Raiders found themselves in the market for another quarterback. The unexpected acquisition of Kenny Pickett has ignited conversations, particularly given the history between Pickett and Tom Brady. During Pickett's rookie season in 2022, when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the 2 quarterbacks faced off. In a moment captured by the media, a visibly frustrated Brady was heard remarking, "I didn't leave my wife and kids to be losing to Kenny Pickett at halftime." Despite Brady's Buccaneers ultimately losing that game, this anecdote highlights an interesting twist of fate, as the 2 are now teammates on the Raiders. This development raises questions about how this dynamic will play out, especially considering Brady's new role as a minority owner. While Brady's investment was intended to bring his championship experience and strategic insight to the team, the addition of Pickett, coupled with the established presence of Geno Smith and the coaching of Pete Carroll, suggests a complex hierarchy. The team's ambition to compete at the highest level necessitates strong quarterback play and effective coaching, and these recent moves are all geared towards achieving that goal. The interplay between Brady's ownership influence, Carroll's coaching philosophy, and the performance of quarterbacks like Smith and Pickett will be crucial in determining the Raiders' success in the upcoming seasons. This chapter in the Raiders' story is one to watch closely as new leadership and talent converge. Stay tuned as we explore how these strategic moves are reshaping the team's destiny. Now, let's turn our attention to the evolving role of a broadcasting icon within the league's regulatory framework. Brady's broadcast ban lifted, a new chapter for Fox Analyst. In a significant development for the world of sports broadcasting and NFL analysis, Tom Brady's restrictions on attending production meetings with coaches and teams have officially been lifted by the league. This decision marks a major shift for the former quarterback, who is now embarking on a lucrative 10-year, $375 million deal as a premier analyst for Fox Sports. The initial restrictions were put in place due to Brady's minority ownership stake in the Las Vegas Raiders, a move that many perceived as a potential conflict of interest, raising concerns about the sharing of insider information between his broadcasting duties and his team ownership. Throughout his inaugural broadcasting season, Brady was notably barred from these crucial information-gathering sessions for nearly the entire year. While the NFL did relax these rules for the Super Bowl, allowing him participation, the broader ban remained largely in effect. The league's primary concern was to prevent Brady from gaining access to proprietary team information through production meetings and subsequently relaying it to the Raiders, thereby creating an unfair competitive advantage. Despite being absent from these meetings, Brady and his broadcast team reportedly found ways to acquire the necessary background information through other crew members, ensuring he had ample talking points and insights for the broadcasts. However, the lifting of this ban signifies a new level of integration and access for Brady in his broadcasting career. While he can now participate in production meetings, it's important to note that he still faces certain limitations, such as being prohibited from attending team practices. Brady's transition into broadcasting has been met with considerable attention and, by many accounts, success. His analysis during high-profile games, including the Super Bowl, garnered significant praise, suggesting that his comfort and effectiveness in the booth were enhanced by his prior experience in major games and potentially by the limited access he had during the championship event. With these restrictions now removed, the expectation is that Brady's second year as an analyst will see further improvement and deeper engagement with the content, allowing him to leverage his unparalleled experience and knowledge of the game even more effectively. This evolution in his broadcasting role opens up new possibilities for how analysts with ownership stakes can operate within the league's complex ecosystem. But how does this change in broadcasting access compare to shifts happening on the field? We're now turning our focus to another major team and a potential shift in established player influence. NFL lifts production meeting ban for Tom Brady, boosting Fox analyst role. The National Football League has officially concluded its ban on Tom Brady attending production meetings with coaches and teams, a significant move that will allow the Fox Sports analyst and minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders greater access and insight. The Athletic's Andrew Marchand reported that sources briefed on the decision confirmed the league's change of heart, allowing Brady to participate in these critical information-gathering sessions for the upcoming season. This decision comes after Brady faced considerable restrictions during his rookie broadcasting year in 2024, where he was largely excluded from these meetings due to his ownership stake in the Raiders. The NFL's initial stance was to prevent any potential conflicts of interest, specifically the risk of Brady using information gleaned from production meetings with one team to benefit the Raiders. While Brady was unable to attend these sessions for most of last season, Marchand noted that the league did grant him an exception for the Super Bowl, a move that may have foreshadowed this broader policy change. Even without direct access to production meetings, Brady and his broadcast partners were reportedly able to secure necessary insights through other members of the production crew, ensuring he had sufficient material for his commentary. However, the lifting of the ban signifies a more direct and integrated approach to his analyst role. Despite this newfound access, Brady is still subject to certain limitations. He is not permitted to attend team practices. Brady's foray into broadcasting began in 2024, and his performance, particularly during the Super Bowl broadcast, received widespread acclaim. Many observers believe his comfort and effectiveness in the booth were bolstered by his extensive playing experience in high-stakes games and potentially by the limited access to production meetings he had during the championship event. With these previous restrictions now removed, Brady is expected to further refine his analytical skills and provide even deeper insights in his second year as a top-tier game analyst. This development is a key indicator of how the league is navigating the complexities of analysts who also hold ownership stakes in teams, setting a precedent for future situations. From broadcast booths to the field, significant changes are afoot. We're now examining how a franchise's strategic decisions could be impacting established figures. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We heard a legendary safety claim GOAT herder status, saw a potential shift in influence for a major quarterback with the Raiders, and learned the NFL has lifted a key ban for a prominent analyst. Don't miss out on the next wave of news. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time on the Roger Report.